Trust that you're going to have a fantastic week ahead. So public hearings start today into allegations that medical aid schemes are racially profiling Black and Indian medical practitioners. A group called Solutionist Thinkers, who represent aggrieved medical practitioners, spoke to us 2 months ago and said they were being treated unfairly and subjected to bullying due to their race. The Council for Medical Schemes launched an investigation into the matter after hearing about these allegations. Well, joining us once again, we've got Nomaefese Gatsheni, who is she is a clinical social worker, but she's also the chairperson of Solutionist Thinkers. Now, Morning Live extended an invitation to both the Council for Medical Schemes and the Competition Commission, but they declined, saying they would only comment after the public hearing. So, good to see you again, Nomaefese. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Leanne.
So, since we last spoke, a lot of things have happened. I mean, this has really gained a lot of traction, and I can imagine a lot's been happening behind the scenes. But let's get to this point now, where there are actually public hearings that are about to happen. So these are starting. They're going to take place over the next 3 days. Talk to us about the Solutionist Thinkers and what you are expecting out of these discussions.
Okay, Leanne, I'm going to start by introducing Solutionist Thinkers Group. It started on the 1st of April this year, and it started as a WhatsApp group. And later we decided we rather register it as an association.
So it's a WhatsApp group of practitioners that were complaining of the same thing?
Yes, that were aggrieved by the treatment of the medical aids from audits and the rest of other issues. So we started the group, and immediately we came to you guys to come and request if you can intervene into our plight. So our main goal was to liberate healthcare practitioners from unfair and lawful audits. And we are currently sitting at 200 members that are assigned into this group within a specific period of 3 months. And a lot of progress since we have started had been done within 3 months, because we managed to get to CMS to address our plight. Yeah. And we also managed to now sitting with other medical aids that managed to sort things out with us, except one, which is the med scheme.
So this is the big sticking point right now. So so it's great to hear the progress that's been made since we first spoke, but these public hearings that are happening now, talk to me a little bit about those, and then we'll move on to what else has come out of this.
Okay, the public hearing that is happening today is CMS has appointed the Commission of Inquiry to investigate the racial profiling and also investigate Section 59 of the medical aid schemes, partly number 6 and subsection 2. So now the Commission is investigating those areas, and they have started to involve all the parties that are involved, like all the organizations and stakeholders that were complaining, but we happen to be the first ones to be interviewed.
Fantastic. So, but the good news is on this side is what you said initially, that ever since this has come out into the public light, you've had good discussions with the medical aids.
Yes.
The sticking point now is with med schemes. So talk to us about the positive progress, especially with your practitioners. Are we seeing payments done? Are we seeing the so-called blacklisting of practitioners, certain practitioners, and racial profiling? Has that come to an end now?
It's not yet to an end, Leanne, as the process of investigation is still continuing. But I must say that we have achieved a lot of progress in terms of negotiating with certain medical aids that are willing to resolve issues amongst ourselves. And this leaves most of the practitioners happy. Most of the practitioners have already started the process of being uplifted from blacklisted, block payments, and any other complaints that they had before this. The only medical aid that we still can reach is med scheme.
Is med scheme. So this is still the one that's got a bit of an issue. The bullying tactics, because this was a major issue that I remember you spoke to me about and spoke to all of us about. In fact, you weren't the only one saying this. Has this stopped?
The bullying tactics are still there, especially with med scheme. That's the only medical aid that we're sitting with one problem, because they are not willing to engage with us.
Have they given you reasons? Have they even reached out? That's a question I suppose I should ask.
Leanne, we see it as an arrogance on the side of med scheme because they are not engaging at all, even though we managed to deliver our memorandum and sit down with them to explain what are we looking for. So they haven't engaged yet.
They haven't engaged.
Yeah.
I mean, we had them talking on the program, also explaining their side. They were, I think, the last of the medical aides to actually come in and talk to us. But I'm upset to hear that they haven't engaged you, because this is where it all stemmed from.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this will happen. One of the other issues you spoke to and very passionately about was the fact that a lot of the medical practitioners, due to non-payment and escalating debt, had resorted to suicide.
Yes.
Is this still happening? Have you noticed that this has calmed down?
I guess it is calming down since we have started to address the issue. We don't hear much of suicides. We don't hear much of depression, or whoever is still depressed is in the process of resolving the issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is light at the end of this tunnel.
There is definitely a light at the end of the tunnel.
And for you personally, I mean, this process, I imagine, has had quite an effect on your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The process has affected me so badly financially, because for the whole 3 months since I've started the group in April, for the whole April till now, I haven't been practicing as normal. One, partly or partly because I've been blocked by medical aids, but initially I hope also it's getting to the resolution. But however, salary-wise, I've been severely affected because I spend more time in building what we have started, and also in negotiations, going into meetings. Most of our time, let me say 70% of my time is on meetings.
Yeah, and fighting this cause.
And fighting the
which
cause.
It is an essential cause to fight. It
Yes.
really is. Just finally, because I know we have another interview coming up now, but what are you hoping will come out of these public discussions today, and where to from here?
Okay, what I hope for on this hearing today, I hope that the commission of the inquiry will be able to address our challenges. The first one, we are expecting them to be able to advise us on issues of racial profiling. We expect that process to be very smooth, thorough, and transparent. And we expect the outcome that all healthcare practitioners will be part of interrogating the processes that have been taken into resolution. So we want to be part so that we verify all the facts about the outcome.
Yeah.
We are also looking at the commission being able to resolve issues of Section 59 of the medical aid scheme, specifically 6 and 7. So we are looking that the commission will be able to advise on what are the best practices that should happen there, especially around the validation of claims and the audits, unfair audits. So another one that was very, very pressing is the issue of policies. How are these policies made to suit one side? So we're also looking at those policies will be resolved, issues of policies, and that policies will be best suited for everyone who is involved in the process of medical aid.
We wish you the best of luck. We really do. Please keep us updated. We're following this very, very closely, and we're certainly not going to let go until there is some sort of conclusion on all of this, and I hope a successful one. And well done for what you've done up to date. That's Nomaefese Gatsheni is a clinical social worker and the chairperson of the Socialist Thinkers, who say that medical aid schemes have been discriminating against Black and Indian medical practitioners purely based on the color of their skin. We take a break. We talk about whistleblowers after this and the protection thereof. Stay tuned.